Good afternoon. It's obviously good to be back here with you guys again for a second go around, and I want you to know that we're excited about this upcoming season, excited about the spring game, and it's been a different atmosphere a little bit. I haven't had to yell and scream nowhere near as much. I have a voice, I don't have headaches. I don't have to take Goodies headache medicine every night before I go to bed, and that's a compliment to our coaching staff and really our players. You know, they know what to expect. They know if they don't put their towels back in their laundry basket that we're going to take the towels away and they'll drip dry or dry off with paper towels. And you know, it's exciting for them. We've realized as a staff that we've become a more physical football team. By no means are we where we expect to be. We have become a more physical football team, and that's a compliment to our strength and conditioning that we did there in the winter off season. We expect that to continue over the course of the summer. As we get ready to go into the spring game, we have changed the format slightly. This year, we're going to go good versus good. So it'll be ones versus ones. The red offense will be the number one group, and then the white defense will be the number one group there. So you guys have an idea. We'll be going ones versus one, two versus two. We are a little bit thin at receiver and a little bit thin at linebacker just because of some injuries that you normally get during spring ball. But we expect a competitive atmosphere. As you guys are well aware of, we have some guest coaches that will be joining us. And we've got Sam Cavelli. He's going to come over, and Sam's excited about calling some football plays. So he says he should have been a coach, so we'll find out here real soon. And I spoke to Senator Michelle this morning. He's excited about coming over, so he'll be here at 11 o'clock, ready to go. He's going to be coaching some defensive plays. Then we've got Eric Ryan from Cavelli Center. Kelly Pavlik will be here, judge economist. And we've got a good group of guys that are going to help us out there. And, you know, we're excited about having those guys. And it's a situation where we're going to go out there and have a good day. And then after we're done, we have a spring barbecue that we have every year. And all the parents and all the team will be there. It's a chance for us to get together and coaches and sit down and visit with the parents and kids and kind of have a family atmosphere and put some closure there in the spring. But overall, it's been a great spring, and we've made some strides. Other than Monday, I feel like we took a little bit of a step back. It's kind of like some of those people that don't like to work on Mondays. You know, you could probably relate to some of those type of people. For some reason, we didn't want to push the envelope as much as we'd like. We did get some good work, but not up to our standard. And other than that, we've done a good job. We expect to come out tomorrow, throw the ball around a little bit, have a good day there, and then we'll be in game preparation on Friday as we get ready to go on Saturday. So, thanks, Frank, for Belleria. Awesome. Great food, like always. Any questions for you guys?
Coach, you got the ones and twos mapped out here in spring. How much change do you expect in the fall from what you've seen here from these guys that are the current ones?
Well, I think, you know, you got some certain positions that are in pretty good shape. You know, I think offensively, I think there's still some unknown at receiver. We bring 5 new receivers in. So we tell guys all the time, you have an opportunity, you have 15 practices to show us what you can do. And then when we go into the fall, there's going to be some new guys coming in. And we kind of already know what you can do. And it's going to be your job to hold on to your spot or let someone new come in here and take it. Defensively, we're bringing in 21 new players totally. So it's probably pretty safe to say that there's a good majority of defensive positions that will be still challenging. A challenge anyways, but a good competition there during the course of camp. We got those 30 practices there before we play Michigan State, so it'll be interesting there. We'll have probably 4 scrimmages, scrimmage type settings to adjust our depth chart if we need to, but that's probably the biggest potential changes there could be on defense with just the influx of players coming in.
Eric, do you expect any changes from offense and defense players shuffling one way or another after spring?
The only guy, significant change, and it hasn't been offense to defense, but there's one potential guy that our staff actively talks about. His name's Jordan Thompson. Everybody emphasizing student first before we're ready just to let him completely back in the program and do what he needs to do there. I expect him to. Progress is good, but we just got to continue to keep working hard. Maryland does a great job taking care of those guys. The other move we made yesterday was just looking ahead. I wanted to make sure we had enough depth at corner, and we took a guy named Deontay Williams, and Deontay Williams moved in the corner yesterday, and we were quite impressed. It was only one day. We were in full pads though, so tomorrow will be another opportunity to see Deontay at corner. And Deontay's a good-sized kid. He's got long arms, 205 pounds, runs really well. So we were pleasantly surprised with him yesterday, especially on the matchups with those big receivers, that I think that's going to be a good move because we have some safeties coming in. We did lose one corner and Boatwright there for the year. So looking down the road, trying to stay ahead of the game, we want to have 4 or 5 guys that you to play corner. Coach Brown was already reminded me of that here just a little bit ago, that you can't hide a corner, and Coach Brown knows.
Are you situated on your backup quarterbacks, or will that play out in the fall? I mean, Chris, number 1 guy is 2, 3, and 4, or will that work its way out?
Konecki's for sure number 2. He's had 2 great outings here recently, and he's got a stronghold on that number 2 spot. I think there's still some potential battle for 3 there. You've got Patrick Engel and Najee Tyler there battling, and it kind of goes back and forth every other day. We'll have an opportunity to see a little bit of that tomorrow again, and then on Saturday to kind of set that up there. Then you got a freshman coming in from down in Pittsburgh there that's a pretty good quarterback too. So who knows how that whole thing's going to shake out, but we are fortunate that we have some really good quarterbacks here in our program.
Can you maybe identify 2 or 3 guys that you say since last season ended that you said, boy, I've been really impressed with how much he's jumped since then?
Well, whenever you talk about impressive people, it's hard not to mention Jermaine Cook. It's exciting when your best player on your football program or on your team is your hardest worker. And he's the hardest worker by far. And he receives a lot of accolades and those type of things. And a lot of these young people today are into the accolades, but he backs it up with hard work. And everyone on our football team knows it. And when he speaks, they listen. I can assure you that. So, he's just taking it to a new level. I mean, he was really good last year as far as work ethic and doing things right. He still has some things he needed to work on, but he has taken it to a new level, and that has been impressive as far as from a leadership standpoint and doing things right. And I think the other guy that I've felt good about and been impressed with is Kurt Hess. Kurt's a young quarterback, still. He's only going to be a sophomore. He's kind of taking a leadership role. I hear him getting on those offensive linemen all the time about protection, and he's setting protections different and changing things and taking control of the offense. He's well beyond his years as far as being a sophomore there at quarterback, and it's just this spring it's been completely different for him. He has a complete understanding of the offense. He knows what everybody needs to do, and he's just kind of taking control, and that's exciting. Now he still has his ups and downs, just like any other young person. We all have ups and downs, but he's done a great job there. That's been encouraging. We're still trying to identify some consistent leadership on defense. We have some guys that, 10 out of 13, 10 out of 12 processes that look pretty good. But, I think moving Don Melissio back to corner was a good move for our program. I think potentially moving Deontay Williams to corner was a good move. And, Scott Sentner's been healthy all spring and done some good things, made some tackles there. And again, Julia at safety has done some good things there too. Ali Shaib at Sam linebacker has played well. And then here recently, Thomas Sprague at middle linebacker has done some really good things. And he's still young. Obviously those guys are all young players, but Thomas Sprague has done some good things there. And overall, we've been able to get some pressure on the quarterback on 3rd and long and be disruptive. So that's something we have to continue to get better at as a defense. line, and then obviously as an offensive line, we need to get better at protecting the quarterback.
But you mentioned that you wanted to put the pressure on your team at the end of practices with late game situations. How have they handled that this spring? Is that the same format that you're going to run on Saturday?
We had some pressure situations earlier on there, and Centner batted the ball down, you know, at the end of the game, very similar to Illinois State. And we have guys going up and getting the ball now, so that's encouraging. And we had a situation just the other day where we had offenses on the field, and we have the lead. You have an opportunity to run the clock out. It's called 4 minutes. And Cookie asked me, he said, Coach, now, you want me to score or take a knee? I said, we got to lead. Go ahead and put a 7 on if you break one. Well, he ended up breaking one and putting the game away. But, you know, we've worked on all those situations, and we feel like we've gotten better, got a better understanding, moved some key guys around, and we feel much more comfortable about it. I feel like with the new group of players we'll bring in this summer, and, you know, that will give us the depth we need in order to finish football games the way we expect them to be finished around here. And, you know, we're going to have a very important strength and conditioning segment in the summer. What's so important about it is us as coaches can't be involved. It's just your strength coach. And our strength program is in good hands, and we're going to get that part of it in May, June, and July will be crucial for us to get ready for August. And I feel like that's the next step of our program, making strides so we can physically match up with some of the playoff teams for 4 quarters, not just 58 minutes.
Eric, what's the one thing you want the players to take away from spring practice to take into the summer?
I think the thing is, you know, one of the biggest things you talk about spring ball is getting these guys to understand that you just don't show up for August camp and think you have your playbook down. There's a process that needs to go through, that you need to go through as a team in the summer where the players have to take ownership. And that means they need to have their own 7-on-7s, they need to have their own 1-on-1s, have their own inside drills, do fundamentals, because as coaches we can't be involved. And you look at May, June, and July, that's 3 months right there that you can either get better or take a step back. And you better believe your competition's working. A long time ago when I was playing, I don't know that there was that much of a summer commitment as far as program.